All right, let's try this again. I just sent her the Zoom link again. If this doesn't work, then we'll be doing it live on Facebook. Live through the Facebook page. Where you at, Miss Vernita? Check your inbox, please. Check your inbox. Oh my goodness. I feel like a crazy lady. I can't believe they did that to me. I cannot believe they did that to me. Now, I have no idea where she is right now because I just sent her the link. What is going on? Let me see if anybody on here even paying me any mind. Are y'all even on here? Let me check. Let me call. What are you doing? Hello? Yeah, I just sent you the link.
You just sent the link. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Oh, I was checking to see if anybody was on here because I know this whole thing is a mess. This is why technology be getting on my nerves. It really irritates me a lot of times. I spend probably majority of my day trying to solve some type of technological problem. I see y'all on here waiting. I see it's 4 people. I'm waiting to see if it's going to let Miss Vernita get on. This is me trying to use a restream service and bring another person on. And I should have tested all this out before I did it, but of course I didn't because I'm a weirdo like that. I'm waiting to see if it's going to let her get on. And then it only let me do it on one page. I'm not even, I'm about to just get off here because this is getting on my nerve. It's already, this is really, I'm about to curse. Ah, there she is. It doesn't even matter because this is not even streaming on all the platforms. Is it? Is it on my other page? Let me see. Because that was the whole reason why I wanted to set it up this way. Okay, there she is.
Finally.
Finally, I'm checking to see, is it streaming on all 3 of my platforms that I wanted to? And it is, I think. Yeah, saying I'm live now. Okay. All right, let's get started because it's 2:18 and I don't know what lessons I got Spirit trying to tell me. Get your stuff together, girl. Mercury and Virgo right now. So that's probably Mercury cursing me out, saying you are unprepared. You did not plan for this. And so let me show you how you didn't plan for this. I did plan for this. I just didn't do the technological part. All right. Anyway. Take a deep breath. Miss Vernita, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for doing this.
I so much appreciate you and for being patient through this process. First of all, I had everything planned out. I was going to drop the link in the comments as far as if anybody wanted to work with me to get their name done after this. I'll put it on there later because all them technological difficulties in the beginning just really completely threw my energy off. So we are doing this name interpretation and Akashic record reading. They are the same thing. Let me make sure I help people understand that, because some people might be confused. Like, well, what is the difference between Akashic record reading and a name interpretation? Listen, you can go Google Akashic record reading and you might find people that do them in a lot of different ways. I'm telling you the way that I do it. I do it by looking at names and numbers. I'm looking at symbols. I'm looking for storylines. I'm looking for patterns that connect in your name and your birth date. And if you share the story with me with other people about other people's names and birth dates, then I will also connect the dots for you for that. Now, what Vernita is getting ready to get today, just to be completely transparent, she's getting a whole reading. Like I'm going beyond just doing her name. If you were to book me for an Akashic record reading or a name interpretation, then I would just do your name and birth date. But with Vernita, we are going to go into the story with things that happened to her in her life and the connection that has to her name and her birth date, and things that happened between her and her sisters, not like actual events, but what I'm getting at is that she's getting a little bit more than just a regular name interpretation. Okay, so I want to make that clear, because if you go to book it, once we go over your name and birth date, that's the end of it. Unless you want a full reading, unless you want a full Akashic record reading where we're talking about all the other parts of your life. Okay, so Miss Vernita here got kind of lucky.
I'm special, girl. I'm special.
You are special. You are special. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, one thing I want to make sure that we emphasize is that we did have a conversation before we did talk before we got on this call, right? Mm-hmm. And there were some things that you said, and I don't know if you remember, you were talking and then I was like, yeah, you are already saying things that's like confirming what I already wrote in my notes, right? Do you remember when I said that?
No, you. I know that you were excited, and just as excited as I was, though. Yeah.
I was excited, yeah, because you were saying things that I had already saw, and you didn't even know that you were saying things that I already saw. So you know, it's going to be revealed to you today. Like, oh yeah, we did talk about that on a call, and if you don't remember, I'll send you the other call too, so that you can know that. Damn, we did say that. Okay. Now, first and foremost, you said that you tried to look up your own name and you were just kind of looking like it just say Vern, it just say, no, it wasn't really giving you any depth. What I'm getting ready to give you today is what I call word magic. So this is not something that you can just Google and find.
Right.
When people tell me that, oh yeah, I did my own name, I looked it up on Google, I just be like, okay. Because I know that they didn't get what I'm getting ready to give you. Right? You're not going to find it on Google, what I'm getting ready to give you. Some of it you might, but majority of it you're not. So let me flip the screen around so that we can actually see. We're going to actually write it on the whiteboard.
Okay.
So you should be able to see the screen, right? With a blank screen.
Not yet. It's
loading. Okay, it says loading. Come on, man. Technology. It's going very slow. Okay, there you go. You see, I wrote your name there. Say Vernita.
Yes.
Right? All right, Miss Vernita. First of all, I want you to understand that we are not only looking at a name, we are not only looking at letters, we're looking at symbols. And what I usually do, not all of the time, but a lot of times when I'm looking at names, I always emphasize the first letter, because the first letter is going to tell us the story about the rest of the name. Okay. It's kind of like the head or the captain of the name. So first of all, when you're looking at that V, it's not only a V, it's also a U. Now, I only know this because I've studied letters, I've studied symbols, the symbols of letters, and a U was exchanged for a V for a long time. If you read Old English, the V and the U were interchangeable. Yeah. So what does this tell us right off the top? That this is all about you. This is all about you. Everything that we're about to talk about. Even though it might look like it's about all these other moving parts, that first letter is telling us that this is really about you.
Right.
Okay. Which I know you already know that, but we're
yeah.
Right. Now it's also, when you look at a V, you're also looking at an L. If you look at a V and you look at it like as if it's laying down, it looks like an L. Okay. So now that we know that a V is also a U, and we know that the story is about you, now we turn that V into a L. And so now what does it say? It says learn it. Okay.
Wow.
So it's telling us this name is saying learn it. Learn what? You. Learn it. Learn you. Okay. So remember, Vernita, we're thinking about everything that has happened in your life. It is all about learn it. Learn what? You. Learn you. Now, also, not only is it saying learn it, but it also says earn it. Right? Because learn.
Oh, I see it. Wow. Okay.
So it's telling us that everything that you've learned, you've earned. And guess what? That means you're also supposed to teach it.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Because I like to show people. I don't like to just say, oh, that's what this mean and that what that mean and da da da. No, I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm showing you in the Bible, which I don't have up, which I did have up the first time when I was ready. I had all my pages up, but you should be able to see the Bible page, right? It says Blue Letter Bible.
Right.
Okay. We're going to put the word learn in there because I want you to see that whenever you're supposed to learn something, you're also supposed to teach it. You see right here, like the first word says learn, but it's interchangeable with the word teach in the Hebrew language. Okay. Even if we go down further, it's going to keep saying learn, teach, learned, taught.
Okay.
Okay. Learning, teaching. All right. So now you see it's not just one time. It keeps saying that if you're here to learn, then you're here to teach it. Now I tell everybody that, but it says that in your name verbatim. Okay. Because you have learned in your name verbatim. All right. So now let's go back to the whiteboard. So now you know that you're supposed to learn it and you're supposed to earn it. Now let's keep in mind that you revealed to me that you have 4 other sisters. And y'all all have very similar names. Now, I said that I'm not going to go into their names because just for the protection of them, they are not the ones that signed up for this. You did. So I'm not going to go into details about their name. But what I will say that what at least 3 of y'all have in common is y'all all have this Nita on the end of it. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's neat. But from what I remember, you're the Virgo.
Right.
Being neat is an attribute of a Virgo.
Yes.
See how your name and your zodiac sign mean the same thing.
Yeah.
It's showing the same characteristic. This happens a lot, Vernita. This happens probably like 70% of the time when I do name interpretations, I can find somebody's zodiac in there. So this name is telling you that this is telling you more about what you're supposed to learn. Everything that we're going to do from there throughout the rest of this call is going to be all about learn it and earn it, because that was at the beginning of your name. So it says learn it, earn it, learn what? To be neat. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, I'm going to learn how to wash a table off. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about DNA. We're talking about cleansing
the DNA.
That's what we're talking about, cleansing DNA. Yeah. Because that's what Virgo really represents on a deep metaphysical level. It's talking about cleansing DNA. It's talking about fixing things that are so-called imperfections, right? The manifestation of that is the need to be clean and neat and orderly, and everything got to be perfect and everything has its place. That's DNA though, that is really talking about. That's why Virgos, not to get all super deep into astrology, but that's why Virgos are very because I'm a Virgo rising, and a lot of people probably know that. They're very analytical. They like to break things down to the smallest part, okay? But you can really only do that when you are super clean. And when you are super neat, and this got to go here and that got to go there. So this suggests, Vernita, that out of all of your sisters, are any of your sisters a Virgo?
No, I'm the only one.
Okay, out of all of you and your sisters, you have been giving the task to clean the DNA. You have been giving the task to learn the DNA, to earn something about the DNA, to teach something about the DNA, everything that we're talking about here. Let's look up the neat. Let's look up the etymology of neat, because I want you to see it for yourself. Like I said, I always like for people to see it for themselves, and also, and y'all all up in my business because y'all seeing all my email stuff. That's okay though. Neat, clean from dirt, clear, pure. It also means to shine. When you clean something, you make it shine, you make it sparkle, right? Well shaped, in good order. When we get off this call, you can go behind me and you can go deeper into all of these things, what it really means to be neat, what it really means to learn to be neat. Okay.
Well, this is all in tune with what I'm doing now with the cleansing of the systems and yeah, healing. Yep.
With the herbs and everything, right?
Yep. Yep.
So you're doing it in a different, but you're doing it in another kind of way, right? With herbs. Do you do, and when we get to the end, make sure, and I will let you, just make sure I don't forget for you to, plug your stuff. If you selling your stuff, whatever, you can do that. But are any other herbs for womb healing?
For womb healing? No. I actually had a hysterectomy years ago, so there's no physical womb there. Gotcha. Even though I understand I am the womb. Mm-hmm. There's no physical womb there.
Okay. All right, I got you. You might want to still offer that, just because of the story, which we'll get into it. And this is what you're here to learn and teach about the healing of the DNA, and even on that level, because you went through something that got to do with the womb, right? To heal, right? Okay. So let's stop the share there. All right. So we done talked all about that. You also let me know that you have at least 4 other Vernitas in your family, right? So this suggests that this is a strong energy of this need to cleanse DNA, this need to learn about cleansing so really, like, your first name literally said learn to cleanse, but it's talking about DNA. So learn to cleanse the DNA. All those other Vernitas, they have the same assignment. It might be expressing itself in a different way. They got a different birth date, they got different last names, they got different stories, but that part of their story is still the same. Okay. So let's go up. Is it okay if I mention your mom's name? Because that's pretty important.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom's name is Veronica. You and your mom have the same name. Can you see it? It's only missing 1 letter. Let me do it.
Wow. No, I'm looking at it in my head, but yes, wow. And that explains too why it's so many different things happen. I'll ask her if it's happened to her first, and it always has happened to her first. And we deal with it in different ways, where I'll go to the herbs, she'll go to the doctor.
Her last name, I don't want to put her whole name out there, but her last name, if you flip one of them letters around and say witch. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That might be where you get the whole herb thing from too. Do you see it?
Yes, I know it.
Okay. All right. So, but in regards to, here's what's happening between you and your mom. Y'all have the same name, except for you have a T and she has a C. That would suggest that there was something that she didn't want to see. But then you came and you somehow manifested a story. Y'all agreed to manifest the story to kind of force her to see it. Okay. Because she got C in her name. Let's go further into your name and go. Are we still on the first name, girl? Okay. We still on the first name. Okay. This might wind up being like almost 2 hours. And that's the reason why I'm telling people that when they do book a actual name interpretation with me, they're not going to get the whole thing what you're getting today. You can't hear me? Why not? Are you serious right now? I'm not on mute. Check your phone.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Spirit, what is going on today?
This is a very important message right here, because
What is going on today?
is
Listen, I rebuke every entity that's trying to block this.
I stand in agreement with you,
We
because
not
this
blocking
happens. This happens when something needs to get out there. Technology will literally block my message, and so this isn't the first time. Yeah,
You still can't hear
now it's in and out.
me? Am I too far from the computer? I know I'm
No,
not. That
it's now I can hear you, but it'll go in and out.
Okay, I wonder, can the viewers hear me? If y'all can hear me in the chat, can y'all write that y'all can hear me? Am I going in and out? Can y'all let me know? I'm checking to see if they can hear me. Please bear with me with this technology, y'all. Please be patient. Can you hear me now, Vernita?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can I see the chat? I can't see the. Okay. Yeah. They saying they can hear me.
Oh,
So,
wow.
They saying they can hear me.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I saw that somebody asked in the chat, will I be explaining Akashic Records in depth? If you go to my YouTube channel, if somebody that knows my YouTube channel, please, or you could go to my link in my bio. My YouTube channel is there. If you go to my YouTube channel, I'm doing a whole series on Akashic Records and what they are, what they represent, how you can read them by reading your story that's all around you. The way that I do it is by breaking down names. Okay, so if anybody wants to learn more, I even have a blog on my website, on the blackfirenation.com website. But if you go to my YouTube channel, it's a whole series there about Akashic Records. All right. So anyway, between you and your mom, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Between you and your mom. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because the verb part on the front of your name, it means truth. Let me show you. Let me show you. And I'm not going to stop to show you every single time because that could eat up a lot of time.
Okay.
But how is this spelled? Because I got it written down somewhere. Where is it? All right, I'm not going to waste time trying to find it. But here's what I know, that the Vera part. See, Vera means true. Okay. So the verb part on the front of your name and on the front of her name, it means true. So her name also means I see the truth. That's what her lesson was. But do you remember during the call, you literally said verbatim, she didn't want to see it. She wanted us to sweep it under the rug.
Right.
Okay. Listen to the words that you use. Sweep it under the rug. That's a Virgo type of energy because it's got to do with cleaning, but it's not really cleaning. It's fake cleaning, right?
Right.
But you represent the real cleaning because you got that Nita on your name. You represent the real cleaning. Not saying that we ain't saying your mom is fake, okay? But we're saying the whole idea of sweeping it under the rug is not the real cleaning. So when you came with that Nita on the end of your name, you and your mom had an agreement to say that you're going to do this. You're going to do the actual cleaning. She's admitting that she didn't want to see it. Right. And I know the viewers that's watching it, if y'all are putting two and two together, maybe y'all could figure it out. I'm sure that Vernita, I'll give her a chance to tell her own story and reveal her own story. I don't want to tell it for her, but there was something that went on in the family that her mom refused to see. And her mom's name literally says, I see the truth, but she didn't finish her assignment. Her assignment was to see the truth. She didn't finish her assignment. So here comes Vernita saying, I'll finish it. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to make it neat. So you took on that assignment. That makes sense?
Assignment. This is like, so it explains a lot. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. You took on that assignment. Now let's go to your middle name because I know we spent a lot of time here, but it was so deep. Like I wanted to make sure that you got every part of it. So your middle name, it also has the word earn in it again. So a lot of times when names repeat things, it's like, hitting you over top of their head. Like it's a pattern there. And it's telling you that you are earning something here. You are earning, think about your whole life story. You are earning something. What are you earning? Because your middle name is Doreen. Okay. So at the beginning of it, it says door. So it's telling you that you're earning like the entry to a door. You're earning, let's just say adore, which adore is a word too. Adore mean love, but we won't go into, but you're earning like the entrance to some type of door, some type of gate, some type of portal. Okay, we could say that you're earning it through the story that you went through, or you already earned it when you agreed to go through the story. You agreed to go through a door.
Yeah.
You agreed to go through a portal, which was your mother and father. They are the door, right? Now, so that means that because you earned it, and remember, you learned it. We already talked about that. Again, it's telling you that not only are you here to learn and teach this, because earnings it very well could be tied to you making an income from it.
Yes.
Okay, we're not gonna sit up here and act like that word earning got nothing to do with money now. Come on.
Right. No, that's currency.
That's currency. So if you wanted to know anything about, well, what am I here to learn? What are my talents? What are my gifts? It's in your story, and it's telling you that you came through this door, and it's telling you that you've earned by you facing it, because we talked about how you did the work and all of that stuff. By you facing it, you earned a gift to go through another door. That's what Doreen also means. You probably saw that when you looked it up yourself, right? Doreen also.
No, actually, my middle name, because I don't have a love relationship with my middle name. It just is. It's just there.
So you never looked it up?
Nope.
Okay. It means gift. It literally means gift. It's in the Bible. And in the Bible, the word gift is spelled Dorema, but it's the same word.
Wow.
Yeah, when you look up like what does Doreen mean, it's going to tell you it means gift. And so in the Bible, it shows up as the word gift. So it's telling you that this is a gift. Your story is a gift. We talked about that on the call. We literally said that, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the first call, we literally said your story is a gift.
Yeah.
But this was before I didn't look up your name. Well, I kind of did, but I forgot that that's what it meant. Okay, so this is telling you that your story is a gift, and it's a gift to enter a door, to go through a door. I want to remind you also that these doors that we go in and out of, if anybody else got Doreen in their name, or they got anything they got to do with a door in their name, these doors are classrooms. It's no different than when you go to school and you sign up for a certain school, you signed up for a certain door to go through. Right? This shows up in your natal chart. It shows up in your name. It shows up in your birthday. These are doors. These are all doors. All right. So this is telling you that you went through a door. And that you earned the door. That you earned the door, or you're earning another door. Like this whole thing is you earning a door. This is what I also wanted to show you too, with the gift. Because remember I said your story is a gift. And everybody who's listening, your story is a gift. Whatever I don't care what it is. I know people go through crazy things in their life. It's a gift. It's all a gift. Yeah. And if you use it to share it with the world after you've healed from it, this is why I teach painful to profitable. I ain't come on here to talk about it, but when things come up, I let it flow. This is what I mean when I say painful to profitable. What I'm trying to help y'all understand is that the story that you went through and all the pain that you went through, it is not in vain. If you are to learn from it and earn from it and share it and help somebody else heal, then yes, it can become a profitable gift for you. This is your story of salvation. This is your plan of salvation. When the Bible is talking about your plan of salvation, it's your story. Hello, somebody? I hope y'all picking it up. Okay.
Now, Rev, what if let me start up. My brain is moving faster than what my story is multiple stories.
Oh, yeah.
It's multiple stories in one. And so I am at the point where it's like, okay, how do I separate those to be able to tell it?
Separate them.
Because this story is it's big. It's a lot.
You want to know the message that I got? Because I went through that, trying to separate it, right? Meaning that when I'm trying to separate metaphysics and word magic from, I'm also ruled by Mercury, which is the god of commerce, which is the god of sales and marketing. And then I remembered that, oh, shoot, wait, I worked in sales and marketing for 8 years. And I started getting the message that, oh, you can't combine metaphysics with you trying to teach healing of the womb and feminine energy. And you want to combine that with sales and marketing. It seemed like they're not related, but Spirit tapped me on the shoulder and said, use everything I gave you. Use everything. Use all of it. You can combine it. Actually, you combining it is what makes it unique. When you start stepping over into the business realm, when you combine it, this is what makes your offer unique. I know that this is what makes my offer unique, meaning that when I'm teaching the combination of metaphysics and sales and marketing, I don't know too many other people that's doing that. That is what makes my offer unique. That is what makes me stand out in the marketplace. So you have to figure out, how do you combine that? Because it can be combined. I promise you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I wanted to show you though, gift. Man, there's so many words are just jumping out at me. I'm trying to ignore them right now. But it was one that I wanted to show you, and I want everybody that's on this call to see that. Can you see the screen good enough? I know you're on the phone.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it, but it's small.
It's very small. It's a word up here under the word transliteration. I know it's small, so I'm not going to try to get you to squint your eyes to see it, but it looks very close to the word trauma.
Okay.
Okay, it says T, there's a little symbol there, E-R-U-M-A. And it means a gift. Now I know that people, and I ain't about to explain myself. I'm doing word magic because I know sometimes people be like, you can't do that. I'm doing word magic. And I'm just looking at symbols. Y'all have to understand that these are not letters. And yes, I'm looking at it in English. It's okay because English is a language of angels. It says it right there in the word. Anyway, trauma is a gift. Okay. And it's shown, and I'm showing you that right there. All right. So that's what I wanted you to see. All right. One more last thing about the word Doreen is that it's also the word endure. Endure. Endure means to suffer without breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. So the assignment that you raised your hand and said, in order for me to resolve this story, I know that I'm going to have to endure some suffering. But it's almost like you raised your hand and said, pick me, Lord. I'll do it.
Because I can. Yeah.
Because I can, because I know I'm not going to break. I know I'm not going to break. And I'm going to heal generations. Because as you've already explained to me that this trauma that you went through, this was a cycle that goes on, that went on throughout multiple people in your family, including your sisters.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like this cycle, it keeps happening over and over and over again, which I do think we can get into the story, not the story, but, there's some type of relationship in the numbers between you and your grandfather. We're going to get to that because we didn't get to your birthday numbers yet, though.
Okay.
Okay. When we get to the numbers, it might help you understand, like, well, what is going on with that? But anyway, I wanted to get through to the name first. All right. So then your last name is Thompson. Let me stop. Your last name is Thompson. And the name Thompson, like, it literally says, like, the son of Tom or the son of Thomas. Okay. Now, this son is not literally, well, it could be talking about like a physical son, S-O-N. Right, that's for you to think about, but it's also talking about the sun, S-U-N. Thomas is talking about time. It's talking, the name Thomas has the sound of time in it. So Thomas is really saying, like, it's telling you that time is the sun, or it's telling you something about the sun with time. But because Thomas in the Bible means twin, it's telling you that something has been repeated again. Okay, because it means twin, it's telling you that something happened again. And it's also telling you that you have to learn about time. Remember everything in the beginning of your name got to do with learning it and earning it. So it's telling you to learn time. It's telling you to understand something about time. Now, this could have to do with time healing. This could have to do with the duality of time, because Thomas means twin. That is the duality. This is where you would do your own work to ask, what am I supposed to learn about time, right? So we were on an Akashic, and we are on an Akashic record session. I would give you the homework assignment and tell you to go to bed and ask before you go to sleep, what is my assignment that have to do with me understanding time?
I've asked that before, and what I got back is that time does not exist.
Okay.
That we are in space and not in time. So that is something that I have asked before. So I've had to literally slow down, slow all the way down, and understand that, know that that is true.
I think when we understand that, time, man, we could get so deep into what's time. It has a dual nature to it, because like you said, it doesn't exist, but in this 3D reality, it does.
Right.
And that's what makes it so hard for us to understand that we really only live one life. We think that we have all these different lives because we say that, oh, we reincarnated, but the reincarnation is just a continuation of something that happened in another life. Right. So it just keeps going on and on and on again. And so that might be, I know that you have evolved now, right? You very spiritually evolved, but at some point you weren't aware of that. So that would suggest that your name was telling you that at some point you had to get to this conclusion that this thing that we call time is really an illusion, and you really only live one life, and that you have transferred things from another life all the way into this life. And so the things that happened in this life really came from another life, and even a life before that, and a life before that, and you see what I'm saying? It's understanding that you're immortal.
Right.
The things that have happened to you in this life, it could have came from something 10 manifestations ago. And if we really, really want to get into it, you could have been on the other end of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's all me.
Because it's all you. You could have been on the other end of it. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, here's the thing. We keep talking about this twin energy, right? Because Thomas means twin. The Thomas on the Thompson means twin. And here's where it pops up at. Remember, this name is telling you something about you understanding how things repeat itself. And then guess what? You became named, you were born on the same day as your grandfather.
Right.
So you repeated a story that got something to do with your grandfather. That is what those numbers are telling you. Because you were born on the same day as him, you repeated some type of story that got something to do with him. You have a contract with him. Y'all have an agreement somewhere, probably got to do with forgiveness. And that's going to come up in a minute. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you that. But there's an agreement. Now, I know you said you were only about 2 years old when he passed away. But there's some type of agreement between you and your grandfather that's letting you know that it's a story repeating. And you also took on his name, Thompson, right? That's again telling you that there's a story repeating. That something is being twinned. That something is, not only did the name say, not only did the name say, Vernita is twinning. Vernita is a twin. Because Vernita is a Thomas son, so she's the son of a twin. Oh, she's literally the son of a twin because she was born on the same day as her grandfather. Which I didn't ask you your grandfather's name, but child, this is how deep we can go into this. I'm not gonna go there. All right, but we know that you got the same birthday as him. And that is a Gemini energy, correct? June 13th? Who's June 13th?
My daughter.
Oh, somebody got a Gemini energy. I knew that.
Yeah.
Who's Gemini in the zodiac?
Say again.
What is Gemini in the zodiac? It's the twins.
It's the two-face, yeah. The two faces, yeah, the twin.
It's the twins. So your daughter, now here we go. I hope you see where we're going, because I know it seemed like it's all over the place. Maybe if I shared the whiteboard. Because we didn't even get into what the numbers actually mean yet. I'm going to clear this. And I don't have all the answers, Vernita. I'm just showing you the connections, okay?
Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm just showing you the
Gratitude.
connections.
Yeah.
Because this is where you had to go further into it. But Thompson literally means like the son of a twin. So it's telling you that something is being repeated. It's telling you that a story is being, let's write it like this. A story being repeated in the sun. Okay, a story being repeated in the sun. This is the name that you got from your grandfather, which you had the same birthday as, 9/15. That means you're his twin somehow. Well, a story repeated there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then your daughter was born on June the 13th, which is also Gemini energy, which is also twin energy. Now, something else happened on June the 13th.
Yes, that was the day that I was raped at 10 years old.
That was the day that you were raped at 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to call this a date of trauma.
Trauma, yes.
Date of trauma, okay? This is suggesting that this energy was repeated. It happened before somewhere in your bloodline. This is not the first time. Look at the story. Now, I am not saying that your grandfather did something. Only thing I'm saying that he in that story. That's all I'm saying. Because he is in that, because you were born on the same day as him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a twin energy. Okay, you were born on the same day as him. Now, let's actually talk about, I'm sorry. No, I'll wait till the end to do that. Let's talk about what 9/15 means in the Bible, okay? Because now we're trying to figure out, well, what is this contract between you and your grandfather? Right? And then some type of twin energy shows up again between you and your daughter, and it happens to be tied to a date that you were traumatized. And you did reveal to me that when your daughter was born, that actually changed the meaning of that date for you, correct?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I had
so
never celebrated that day before.
Turn into a celebration.
Yeah.
But you also revealed to me, oh God, it was just so much. That's the reason why I picked you to do this, because it was so many like connections. You also revealed to me that because you were born on the same day as your grandfather, for whatever reason, your father didn't acknowledge your birthday.
Right. Never has.
That means that there was some trauma between your father and his father.
Yes.
But somehow it got played out through you. And then it also got played out between you and your daughter, but you decided to change this. This is why I said you are the neat. You are the neat in the story. You are the Virgo in the story. That's I'm going to fix this. You came here saying, I'm going to fix this twin energy that keeps repeating itself, and I'm going to change the narrative. And what you did was your daughter was born on that day, and you decided to honor her birthday. So while your father didn't honor your birthday, which was the same as his father's birthday, you had your daughter on a day that was very traumatizing, and you decided to honor her birthday. Do you see how it went all the way around in a circle?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do. Yes.
Is that making sense, how you healed that without even knowing that you did that? I mean, you knew that you did that, but maybe you didn't know that you did it that deep.
Not like this.
Okay, so the story got repeated of something traumatizing happening on a certain day, on a birthday. Something traumatizing might have happened. I don't know if you ever talked to your dad, but did you ever find, we ain't got to get into that because right now, but did you ever talk to
No, but I plan to talk to him about
find out like what was the problem between him and his father that he
I want to know.
You need to know that because it spilled over into you somehow, and he might not even know, because this is something that whatever their relationship is from a past life. It's from a past life. So it got spilled over to you. Then your mom is also in this because she refused to see something. And then you raised your hand and said, no, I'm going to make you see it.
Right.
We fitting to switch places here because we gonna have the same name, but I'm gonna make you see it because your name your name is it has truth on it, but you got the N instead of the C, like your mom, right? So your name says in truth, or your name says the truth is in. So your name is saying that I'm here to teach them, mother and father, or show them, mother, father, sister, everybody, that the truth is inside. And we need to see it inside of us. I don't know. I felt that. Felt that. Like in my heart, I felt that in my heart. Okay. Let's talk about 9:15. Okay. How are y'all doing? The people that's watching, how are y'all doing with this? I'm not going to stop to check the comments. I really do that anyway. I like to check the comments after I get off. But are y'all understanding? Hopefully y'all are being able to see how these things are not random. When you sharing a birth date with somebody in the family and you're sharing a name with somebody in the family, there is a cosmic contract to finish a job that was not finished. Especially if y'all have the same exact name. Vernita's name and her mom's name are almost the same. They're just missing one letter. You are assigned to finish something that was not completed. And that's what's happening here. Same thing with the birth date. You took on your grandfather's birth date. You were assigned to finish something that was not completed. So let's talk about what the birth date was. So before I do that, I almost made a mistake and stopped recording. Before I do that, let me explain how I do the birth date numbers. Okay. A lot of people use numerology and this is somewhat numerology because it's tied to the Bible. If you didn't already know this, the Bible is an Akashic record book. It is literally an Akashic record book. It is a story about Akashic records. It is the universal Akashic record book. And it's the story of everybody about how everybody goes through this spiritual transformation from not knowing themselves in the Garden of Eden to them knowing themselves as a self-savior and Messiah, as Jesus. That is the story. That is everybody's story. Don't nobody on earth not have that story. That's the reason why it is the Akashic record book. So when I'm doing number interpretations, I like to go in the Bible and see what number is assigned to, what word is numbers or whatever, but I know that when I use it in my studies, it helps me a lot. It helps. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Something was going on.
Completely cut off.
Well, at first it was like stretching you out, stretching your words out.
Come on, Mercury, be my friend today. Jeez, I'm out here doing the Lord's work.
Yes, you are. I appreciate this.
All right, let's get through this. Let's get through this. By the way, if you was the book of name interpretation, it usually is about an hour long. So this is not unusual. I'm scared to share the screen now. Shit. As soon as I was scared to share the screen.
No.
That joint was like, we out of here.
No fear, no fear.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. All right, we are in the Bible. We are in the Bible. I'm sure I explained that. Not explaining again. I don't know who heard it. But so we're looking at 9:15 in the Bible. Okay. Now, 9:15 in the Bible means one whose speech is rude, rough, and harsh. Vernita, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember on the call?
No, I don't, but I already know what you're gonna say.
Before we even started, the first 5 minutes into the call, for those who are they, I don't even know if we still on the Facebook Live. I don't know, but I ain't going back. I ain't gonna try to figure that out. When we were on the call, you said, and he was a mean man, and he was harsh. You said that verbatim. And
but
right
not even on him, on me. I've been told that many a times, like my truth can be harsh the way that but it's like the truth is the truth. I don't be mean to be harsh. It just be coming out.
Your truth can be harsh. That's your name, which is truth. That's your birth date, which is harsh. Now, you said it, not me, okay? And these numbers are confirming that. But we all know that Virgos, they can be very critical, especially when they are in their unevolved state, right? They want to fix everything, and they mean no harm. Usually they mean no harm.
Right.
But where I'm going with this is that I think you were talking about your father when you said this on the call. Now, because this is 9:15 and it is tied to your grandfather's, that would suggest that he was also harsh.
Yeah, I heard that he was very harsh.
Okay, I'm guessing, and this is just by looking at the numbers, and I'm saying that everybody that was born on 9:15 is harsh and rude. That's not what I'm saying. What this is revealing is that this is a Virgo energy, that Virgos can be seen that way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it's coming up that way. The Bible is very much astrological, and when you put them numbers in there, it will show you a lot of times, probably like 75% of the time, when I put a number in there, it's going to show me something that's picking up on the astrological energy of that zodiac sign, of the sun sign. Or it could be picking up moon sign, rising sign, whatever. But it's definitely going to pick up the astrology. Okay, hold that thought, Vernita, because I'm curious to see if it put me back in on the live. I guess I'm still live. It's just showing the screen. Oh no, I'm on there. Okay. All right. So now we know that what you said, when you said, oh yeah, and he was harsh, that was real. Like you really did pick up on what was already true. Your name, you already picked up what was already true. Now, this would suggest that your relationship between you and him, this 9:15, this could have been a relationship that you had with him in a past life. Like you could have been, I don't know. Well, it's going to, okay. I'm guessing, and I'm really guessing, Vernita, that it's possible that you had a relationship with your grandfather and this is going to come up. I'm going to show you why I'm saying this, that you could have been his wife in a past life, and you could have been in some type of abusive relationship with him, like a verbally abusive relationship with him. It could have been another kind of relationship with him. But there's a connection here in 9:15, and the numbers are revealing. Okay. There's a reason why I'm saying that. 9:15. Because 9:15, and I'm not going to flip the screen because of time, okay? But the Bible's written in both Hebrew and Greek. This is the Greek. In Greek, it means rough and harsh. In Hebrew, it means a piece of an ear. So it's literal. So when you put it together, it's talking about being rough and harsh in the ears. It's talking about somebody that can be verbally abusive. Or that can say things that can be very harsh to somebody's ears. Okay. Now, remember, we're trying to make, this is not just about you. We're making the connection to the relationship between you and your grandfather, and somehow it got, reincarnated into this life. All right. So now you were born in 1975. Let's look at it. 1975 means to go on a journey. It means to come, but it also means to go on a journey, to traverse. If you look here, it says to make a hostile inroad. So it's not just a regular journey. it could be a hostile journey. Okay, it's telling you that you were going on a journey. To go on a journey. And then 1975 in the Hebrew language, it just means the word this. So it means like this is a journey. This is a hostile journey. This is a journey. This says to journey further. It says to travel. If I were you, I will go look in my natal chart and see what is in the 9th house, because the 9th house is all about traveling. Okay, but I will go look to see what's in the 9th house. If you got Chiron there or some type of energy there that got to do with healing, that's what I would tell you to do. Okay, to go look there. Now, this is the reason why I said you could have been married to your grandfather in a past life. Because 1135, which is your time of birth, in the Bible, it means wife or woman. Okay, it means wife or woman. And then in the in the Hebrew language, it means, well, let me pull it up. That one I won't pull up. I hope it lets me pull it right up. Yeah, there it is. It means, it's the name of a character, okay? And it means Ben Hanan. Ben Hanan means son of favor. But also down here it means son of one who is gracious. So when you put that together with what it means in the Greek language, together it says the wife of a son of the wife or a woman of a son who is gracious. So it's saying that you have that you are a wife of someone of a masculine energy who is gracious or merciful. I think this also means mercy. The etymology of it also means mercy. Yeah, merciful. What I'm thinking, or what I'm picking up, the energy that I'm picking up on, is that this is got to do with forgiveness, because grace and mercy got to do with forgiveness. Like, it's literally like giving somebody grace or mercy. So this is saying that you were, or you are, or you somehow manifested an energy of a wife or a woman of being the wife of a son of someone who is merciful or gracious, or maybe they're asking for mercy. Somebody could be put it like this: the masculine energy. When we say the sun, we're talking about a masculine energy. A masculine energy is asking a wife or a woman to be merciful, to be gracious, to forgive. Whew. Okay, what is it asking you to be merciful and forgiveness of? That 915, that harshness, the rudeness in the airs, the journey that you went on, any type of verbal abuse that you might have went through, any type of physical abuse that you might have went through, any type of sexual abuse that you might have went through. The masculine energy is asking, or is telling you that at one time you was a wife or a woman of this energy, and is asking for forgiveness. That's the birthday numbers. I feel like, well, you already said that you've done a lot of work. Do you feel like you've forgiven already?
I still have work to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where
this is revealing this. This is revealing that I do still have work to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's more proof that we know you had work to do, at least when you had your daughter and your son, because of the daughter's father that you picked and their names. Because this is what make my job a little hard sometimes, because I got to tell somebody, you do know that your name has the word demon in it, right? And people, but luckily you're spiritually evolved enough to not be like, who you calling a demon, girl?
Yeah, I people have called them that, and it's like it's a whole it's other letters to the name. Like I know you didn't just see demon, but yeah, I do realize that.
Well, what it represents is when you are learning to master a lower vibration, when you are learning to master being too bound to earth. Because demon, in the etymology of demon means evil spirit, and evil means to live backwards. And to live backwards is to be too bound to the 3D realm.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in the highest evolution of yourself. And so that would be what the lesson that you are giving them, or that they agreed to take on. But even by you choosing your child's father and him having that name, that would suggest that there was a lesson there for you to learn about that, to learn about evolving higher than just the 3D realm.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Now, again, we know that your daughter was born on the same day that you were sexually traumatized, and then you turned the story around. However, you gave them the names that had to do with them learning how to master their lower self. That's what it really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I even say now that my son is the unhealed male version of me. Like, I see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he was named after his father, right?
Say that again.
Was he named after his father?
Yeah, he's a junior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So by him taking on that name, that is a chance to not only heal the relationship with his father, but also with your grandfather, because of how it all went around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Because of your relationship with your child's father and the names we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
you giving them the names is saying, here's another chance to not only heal your relationship with this masculine energy, but also to help me heal the relationship with the masculine energy that I have inside of me that needs to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vernita, we can take this and put it all into one story, and then we're going to end this call. Okay.
Okay.
So your name in a whole story says, I am here to learn and teach and to be an expert, because it also means to be an expert. Okay. Learn and teach means to be an expert. I'm here to learn and teach and be an expert about what it means to be neat, clean, and free from dirt from a genetic perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I am here to learn, teach, and be an expert in truth. And teaching and learning what the truth is internally. I am here to learn how to cleanse myself from being offended, blame, fault, or trespass. That's also what it means to cleanse in the Bible. I forgot to show you that. But to cleanse in the Bible means to cleanse from being offended, blaming, saying that somebody else is at fault, that type of stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your name also says, when I learn it, I will earn it, and I will earn the door. I am earning the door. I am here to learn how to endure. I am here to learn how to suffer without breaking. I am a gift. I am a gift. I am a gift of time. I am a gift of the sun. That's Thompson. I am a gift of time. I am a gift of the sun. So I am here to learn that I am a gift of time and I am a gift of the sun. I am here to learn about the duality of time. I am here to learn about how things repeat itself within time. I am here to learn about rude speech, verbal abuse. I am here to learn, because I'm just adding this all about learn. I am here to learn about the journey of being a wife of a masculine energy who wants me to forgive, to let go, to be merciful. I am here to learn about the energy of being a wife of, or a feminine energy of someone who has been rude, or whose speech has been rude, or who have been verbally abusive. When I learned these things and I earned these things, I earned the door. Is the next level. Okay, that was the whole thing. Name, birth date, everything.
Okay,
You got it?
I got it.
How do you feel after that? Because that was a lot.
That was a lot. I will say it's not anything that I didn't know, like you put it all together though. But I've known different pieces separate, you know. So putting it all together, it makes so much sense. And it being in my name, it really, really makes my story make more sense to me. Because it's like, for years it has been, every time something happens, it's like, why me? But I get it.
Okay. All right, Miss Vernita. Well, thank you so much for hanging on to this. Thank you so much for dealing with all of the technological issues. I'm like, oh my God, do I even want to do this next month? Jeez. But y'all that's in the comments, let me know, do you want me to do it again next month? Because I do have somebody else signed up. I'm sorry that we had a lot of technological issues, but would you want to see me do this every month? Let me know in the comments if you would want to see me do this every month. I will put the link down if you want to book an Akashic record reading with me, a name interpretation reading with me, a birth date interpretation name reading with me. It's all the same thing. This is the way that I do Akashic record readings. Okay. Thank you, Miss Vernita. I love you, and I will see you around, ma'am.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Talk to you soon.